Anybody here? Anybody here? You're going to be delayed. Hey, everybody. My mom is back.
Oh, I got it.
Now you got to turn down the volume.
Yes, I gotta find the volume. Hey,
Oh,
how about I just mute
I
it?
saw Leanne was on.
It's muted.
Did I miss you, Leanne? Oh, I see I got a message from you too. Hello. Say hello when you get on. And all my friends and family who are creepers too. Say hello. Because I know you're there. I can see you. Hi. Thank you. I didn't know how the curls were gonna be with my length because I chopped it all off. Hi, Kimberly. Kimberly, I mentioned you. I don't know if you can see in here. Yeah, well, sort of. It's dark back there. But I mentioned you in this week's video, Thursday's video. I know. I just literally like minutes ago decided to curl it. It was either going to be curl it or put a snood on because it was getting to that, like, you know, needs washed. Beth not creeping. Beth, you don't usually creep. Yay, Mom is back. Hi, Cheryl. You think you're ready to bid? Oh, geez. Look out, everybody. Just make sure, Cheryl, that at the top of your chat bar, it says live up there.
No, I'm already falling behind.
Oh, you don't have it live?
I do now.
Mom, you better get with it, lady.
I'm with it.
Thank you. I did. It was like 10 days, but it felt like none. It felt like a weekend, like a long weekend. Well, we traveled a lot too because even though we took 10 days, like 4 of those days we were on the road because we went down to Charlotte and then from Charlotte over to Cedar Island, which you would think it's all in North Carolina, so it's close, right? No. The people in Charlotte are nowhere near the ocean. It is a legit drive to get there. Good, Cheryl. Then you're good to go. If it says live, then you're good. Then you'll see kind of the order of things. And if you lag, we'll tell you. We can usually tell. But yeah, then we went from Cedar Island, which I'm gonna do a whole video about it. It was such a cool place. We were like in the middle of nowhere, which you have to really decide on that. Like you can't just decide on a vacation in the middle of nowhere unless you're prepared to like just enjoy being in the middle of nowhere.
That's where I choose.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
I like to go see things and do things. I like to go thrifting. Hi, Jessica. Yeah, so we did that, and then we were there for like the bulk of our trip, like 5 days, and then we drove up to Washington, D.C., and that was super cool. Irv had never been. He'd been like past it, but never in it. So we picked some things to go see, and we walked like a bazillion miles in 2 days.
We got royal treated.
Oh, yes. My cousin Joy works at the Pentagon, and she got us in for a personal tour. So that was super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool. We felt like VIPs. They're like no joke there, though. The security is like top notch. We had to like give all our information,
Before you got there.
Yeah, they did a background check before we got there. But when we got there, we had to give them our IDs and our social security numbers and everything. I did do some thrifting around DC. Hey, Betty. Oh my gosh. We didn't do a ton, but we hit some places. And the one day that we had time, we hit this place that was like a 2-sided Savers. So it's like they were both owned by Savers. One was Value Village and the other side was Unique. But they were both like a mirror. I mean, they both were the same thing. They didn't really differ. You could shop on either side and check out in the same area. But they were huge. And it was like I spent time going through the shelves and everything on the one side and then learned there was a whole other side with all the same shelves, like shelves and shelves and shelves of hard goods. So Oh my gosh, it was crazy. Cheryl, we camped at a place called Cherry Hill. It's like right outside of DC. They actually have shuttles that will take you from the campground into DC, so you don't have to
Nice.
drive. Yeah, but we drove, of
I
course.
walked.
Hola from Ecuador. Hi, Debbie. Nice to meet you. How cool. And Catherine's here. Hey, I'm glad you caught me. Mickey, thank you. I just curled it right before. It's kind of a little crazy, but it's short. So yeah, I got it all. I got that trip, Kimberly, all on camera. So it's going to be a cool one. Probably a two-parter. We'll do the one side and then do the other side. And that's probably 3 or 4 weeks out. Like my normal videos, they're kind of out of whack right now because I tried to get the Springfield stuff in. But I'm back next week. I'm back out in Dayton. So like the second part of that Springfield trip, and that was really cool too. I met out some friends right there in that area, and we did Dayton. And that was like the big valley thrift that everybody goes to when they go to Springfield. Found some awesome stuff there too. Yeah, my sourcing lately has been top. Hi, Cindy. Hey. Yeah, got lots of good stuff coming up. Lots of really quality finds. So exciting. It's always horrible when you have those trips where you're like, dang, this is not going to make a video. Let me try somewhere else. And sometimes even mom can attest. We go places and I'm like, nothing here. I think that like because I do this and I share it with everybody thinks like every time I go to a Goodwill, I find these awesome things. And it's just not true. It's not true. It takes many trips. I was actually out with Cindy last Friday and I picked up a few things. I didn't even record because I was like, just not seeing. The shelves weren't like exciting. Yeah, I'm excited to share that trip because I also had travel stuff. Like this place, the Cedar Island, was literally an island. Like it was, and I'm gonna butcher it. I think it's called the Pamlico. It's Pamlico. Sound. So like on the coast, like the Outer Banks are a strip that go down outside of North Carolina. That's the Outer Banks. So we're like in that area, but if you can go past the Sound, there's some little islands and stuff in there. Like we went over this huge big bridge to get to this place. And the ferry goes from there because it goes across the Sound. It's part of a continuation of like the highway system. It's like Route 12. You can actually get on the ferry,
right,
even with like a big truck or your camper or anything, and go across the Sound. And the Sound, like the Sound itself is so huge that it's like you feel like you're on the ocean. And it's brackish water, so it's like half salt water. And it's like coming in like waves. And the beach was like white sand. It was so cool. It was really cool. And when we first got there, there was a whole group of kayakers, but they had sails. And they would like put up their sails and just go flying out into the Sound with these big, beautiful sails on their kayaks. It was cool. So what is everybody doing tonight? It's Tuesday night. There's a lot of everybody who's here. I have to say thank you so much because there's a lot going on tonight in general. I always say that. It always surprises me when people pop in because I'm like, we as human beings have way too much entertainment available. Do you remember a time when there was like 3 channels of TV to watch and like nothing on any of them? Maybe like football or something.
And we got the PBS channel.
Oh, that's right. When do you leave, Cindy? Do you leave? You don't leave tomorrow. You leave the next day, right? Long weekend, like Thursday through Sunday. Are you there for like 2 or 3 days? I'm so excited for you. Thank you. I just curled my hair. It's short, so I was like not sure if the curls were going to be okay, but they worked out. Thank you so much. Yeah, Mom, Cindy is going to a place where it's like she's going to stay, but they rescue animals. So she's going to be like on like a ranch with a bunch of animals. Thursday to Sunday. That's what I thought. Hi, Kim. Just got home from work. doing hair all day. Thank you. I have this special curler where it like you kind of take a piece and it goes sucks it in there, it goes and then it does a little beep 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 and this happens. It's an awesome thing. I've done mom's hair with it.
Yeah.
And she looked super cute. She was all curly.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, so she's gonna stay, and her birthday is this weekend, so she's gonna do it for her birthday. But it's in Arizona.
I see that.
And I saw the pictures, and it was like, oh, Arizona's so cool. Sedona, like Arizona, is so cool.
Hey, Kim.
Kim. I have to read back up. My thrift store has been empty of treasures lately. Man. So Kimberly is the one that came up to the shops. She has family who lives here. And her husband are going to move closer.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice. Because she's my kind of people.
Hiking in Sedona. Oh, beautiful. City Moss. Oh, she's going to be hiking in Sedona.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful in there.
Yeah. Well, and she just got back from Oregon. But she did like the whole coast and everything.
That's fine.
Cindy, she's like, that's fine. I've had those kind of eat hair before. I hope that never happens. No. Every once in a while it scares me because it'll like kind of snag and then I'm like, oh, and I just take it out real quick. Yeah, me too. I can't wait till you're here. Yeah, I mention you because I show off my little gift from you on Thursday. What? Oh no, mom lost everything. Tuesday is always busy, just waiting for my boy to finish his Kumon tutoring. Okay, you're going to have to help me out there. That's a new Kumon tutoring. Then home for dinner and a troop meeting. You always have troop meetings, Aunt Catherine. By the way, I sent you a email, I think, or a message somewhere. I think maybe I responded to a comment, but I have a whole box of Cat's Meow stuff. So I just thought I would like put them all out somewhere and take a picture and just say, pick which ones you want, and then we'll figure it out. Yeah, so when I had longer hair, it would scare me once in a while. It would like get a little tangled in there, and I was like, eeh. I mean, what's the worst could happen? I guess it could burn it or something. I don't know. Yeah, but not bad. I usually wait till it grows out a little bit before I start curling it. But tonight it was just dirty enough that I thought, I'll try. All right, I will. I have it on my to-do list. There's quite a few of them. And some of them are really weird. Some of them you're probably going to be like, no, I don't want that. Like, I think there was a Cat's Meow. What's the guy, the little character, not little, he's like a big pink purple character for the Indians. Crazy looking. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're not the Indians anymore, the Guardians.
Do they keep the same mascot?
I don't know. Hi, Colleen.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Slider. Yeah. Cindy. just as I was about to look at my phone, I saw Cindy's response. Slider. Yeah, it's a Cat's Meow slider.
That's weird.
It's really weird. It's like Slider. Aunt Catherine, I'm not even sure if you know who Slider is, but he's like this. I'm going to bring him up on my phone. He's like a mascot for Cleveland. And he's...
They probably kept him.
He looks like that.
They probably kept him. I mean, it's not...
So it's like a little block of wood and this guy and like a little Cat's Meow. Japanese style tutoring system for math and reading. Very cool. That's cool. I've watched some like TikToks and stuff on Japanese style math and like how they can really like quickly add up big numbers by doing these like lines and stuff. It's really interesting. Yes. So what else is going on? What else is happening out there, people? What have we learned this week? I don't remember. I think it might be like sitting by his feet or something. I don't think he's like cradling it.
No,
but yeah. It'd be funny if it was like eating it or something.
No.
Tiger! You're not home yet. Where are you? Are you sitting at the vet?
Evidently.
The vet is running late. Are you watching me in the vet office? Freakishly warm here. Yes, here too. We had like a cold snap. Like the day before like fall started. It was like snowing in areas around here.
Yeah.
And then I got a hair. Get that out. And then yeah, it's been like 75. The past couple of days has been beautiful. You'll be thrifting and antiquing in Cape Verde. Man, I wish I was going with you. That would have been super fun. You know, we should plan that like a road trip or something like that.
It's cold and rainy in Ecuador this week.
Cold and rainy in Ecuador.
Yeah.
I love that I have a
So
Debbie
cool.
from Ecuador watching. That's so cool. So what time is it in Ecuador? Is that kind of the same timeline? Debbie will tell me.
Yeah, she will.
Yes. That would be fun. Okay. So there were a couple of things I was going to share that I learned this week.
Banger, Maine.
Hmm?
Jack and Pepper.
Oh, yeah.
Went to Bangor
How
today?
close are you to Bangor? That's way, way, way up north.
I don't know.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Bangor?
Yeah.
You have been up that far?
It's a big
7:18
national park all the
p.m.
way at the top.
Okay, so you're only an hour behind.
Oh,
Hi, Kim. Better late than never. Yeah, we're just jibber jabbering. You know. That's what we like to do best. So, Mom, I learned a couple of things this week that I was going to share with you.
All right.
I'll share with the class.
All right.
Not anything related to what we're doing, but just two things that I learned that I found fascinating. One, and I ordered it. I ordered the book. But have you ever heard of the diving bell and the butterfly? Has anybody ever read? I think there's a movie too, but the diving bell and the butterfly. No daylight savings there. Yeah, Debbie, I think they're going to do away with a lot of the daylight savings. I think most of the states have Ohio still has it, but I think a lot of the states have gotten rid of it. So no, you haven't?
It sounds familiar like I have, but I don't know anything
Okay,
about it.
so it's written by a Frenchman. His name is Jean-Dominique Bauby, Bauby. And he had a stroke where he went into like a coma, but he was trapped in his body, like his brain was working.
Ooh.
And he wrote an entire like memoir by blinking with only his left eye.
How do you do that?
He did that. He had an assistant, like they brought somebody in because he was a writer. They brought somebody in and she would read the alphabet. And then when she got to the letter, he would blink and she would record it.
Write that down.
And yeah, and write it down. And he wrote an entire book. I mean, it's like 133 pages, but like an entire memoir. And they made a movie out of it. But I ordered the book because I'm like, this is incredible. And 2 days after I think it was finished or published, I don't remember which, but 2 days later, he got pneumonia and it affected his heart and everything, and he died. But he was like fully like trapped in his, and that helped him like relive his life by dictating it this way, by blinking with his left eye on letters.
Oh
So I am so fascinated. I can't wait to get the book. I have it on order from eBay.
Patience of the person who helped him.
Oh, I know. Could you imagine sitting there and just A,
Hours,
B,
and you
C,
would
D,
get,
E,
like,
F,
a
and then he's like
sentence.
F,
Yeah.
A, B, C, D, E. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? Yeah. I'm at the vets. Oh, you mean Arizona. California still has daylight savings time. I hate it. Yeah, it's confusing. I think they did it originally because it was supposed to help, like, save be efficient or something with energy. Okay, so here's the other interesting thing I learned this week that I was going to share. There is people, they're called the Sama Bajau, Bajau, and they're from like the Philippines area, but they live basically on the ocean. They live on floating vessels on the ocean, and they dive for a living. They live off the ocean. Right? They dive in all these reefs and everything. And they dive with like one flipper and like wooden goggles, and they can go very, very deep. And
breath for a very long time.
Yes. And they've evolved because they've been doing this for thousands of years. So like, the people that could provide and could do this were the ones that like, would have the children and would be the most wanted, so like their people have evolved so that they've actually studied them, and like their spleens and everything are like bigger so they can send more oxygen into their blood while they're like diving, and they can hold their breath for over 5 minutes. And like the divers who like train can do it for like 3.5 or 4 is like the tops, but they can hold them for over 5 minutes. They've actually evolved as a people to like their bodies react to. I thought that was amazing. Amazing. You have, Kimberly? Those are the 2 things that I learned this week that I'm like, oh, I got to share with my friends, because those 2 things were like, this is like the planet we live on, that these things happen. Oh, with the Mom said with the hose, with the YosoBohos. Yeah, I thought that was fascinating. I've heard this. They dive for pearls, etc. Yeah, and food, and yeah. Betty said I can hold my breath for like 20 seconds.
Oh, no.
You know what? There's a guy I watch on TikTok. He's a doctor, and he did a thing where I was just flipping, and he said, all right, everybody, hold your breath. And then he did this countdown. And it was like you had no warning. I just like and held my breath. And then Kim says, I fall over putting on my underwear. But I did the whole thing, and then it said like it had little notes coming up like if you did it to here, then this is the average, and if you're still holding your breath, then this is this. And then I did it to the very end, so I was like, yay me, I have a pretty good lung capacity. You should probably try sitting down when you put your underwear on, Kim. Yeah. We don't need you falling over.
Lean against the dresser or something.
Yeah. Hold yourself up with the dresser. That's not good. She cracks me up. All right, y'all. Mom's going to be yelling at me here. It's 8:24. I brought some stuff if you'd like to look at it. Some really nice pottery. A couple of dollar ponies. Some really cute clutches. So I'm going to do a little sale here. Good. Use a dresser. I will send you something to like put a handle on the wall. So some information you should know. If you purchase something and I don't know who you are, I probably know who you are. I'm guessing I do. But if I don't, just send me a quick email. Tell me who you are. Put your information in, your address, your real name if it's different, your email that I can send the invoice to, that kind of stuff. It's all right here.
You can't bid if you aren't subscribed.
Yep, that's next.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting ahead of our game.
You are. You're with it, Mom. You have to be subscribed to interact in the chat and to purchase anything. So, and there's a lag on that. So if you're watching and you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and then you will be able to interact with us. And then we mentioned this earlier before everybody jumped on, I think, but make sure that in your chat, you can see live instead of like top chat. That'll just kind of keep you in the mix with all of us. But if you are making offers on things, it's still going to be something that I'm going to call like who I see, because it might look different to you or anybody else watching than it does to me. So Mom and I will be the final like decision on who's got it at the end. And Mom's my shot caller. So when I do a countdown, she's the one that's going to enter the item has ended. And that's the business. Did anybody see my preview? I was wondering if anybody caught it because I put a preview up on Instagram today and I put one up on the YouTubes and I put the wrong date on it. So I was like, oh crap. Everybody's gonna be looking for me tomorrow. Mom boss. Hi Kaz. Kaz is here. Hi Laura. Yay, all my favorites. Hi Janelle. You saw it? Did you see it on Insta or did you see it on YouTube? You would have called it out. Kim, I know you. You would have said, is it tonight or tomorrow? Yeah, exactly. Tiger's just reminding everybody, make sure it's on live. You do need to start Instagramming. I don't know if that's a word, but you just made it up. Okay. The tube. Insta, if we're going to be really cool, like, you know, the hoes are cool, we should just say Insta and the tube. Kim says the tube. If you like type it out, I just do YT. That makes me look really cool. Just YT. IG bores me. Oh, IG and YT. You know, it took me. Hi, Michelle. What a pretty name. Am I saying that right? Michelle. That's so pretty.
That is pretty.
I love that. Hello. You know what, Patty? It took me a long time to get into Insta, and I'm still not really good at it. Like I have to make a concerted effort. Yeah. Michelle. Gosh, that's pretty.
It is.
All right, so let's sell something, Mom.
Okay.
What do we want to start with?
Okay.
These guys?
Sure.
Because they're so super cute. All right, so anyone who is new to my style of selling, it is. The photos are cool. But see, Laura, you do so much on Insta, and I miss it because I'm not good about going there. And then you say something like, oh, yeah, a tree fell on my house. And I'm like, oh, and I go back and look to see what happened. My mom's baby just passed. I'm trying to keep her from crying for 2 days. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Kaz. That's horrible. I have an IG. It's my art. All right. If you're new to my sale, this is how I sell. I like to put a bunch of stuff up. For example, I have 3 really cute little vintage clutches, right? So I have 3 of them, and we're going to do like a choice offer up. So I'll start it at a very low price. And then anybody who's interested in any of these, just one, you bid on it. And then whoever's the highest gets to choose which one they were bidding on. And then what's nice is that sometimes the person behind them was bidding on a different one. And you get it for whatever your price was. So if you went up to 8 and somebody wanted it at 10 and you were looking at a different one, then that one goes to you for $8. So yeah, sorry. Please send your mom some love for us, Kaz. So let's start with these. I picked these up and they're stinking adorable. So there is a black, this is made in Italy, and these are all vintage. So here's the little made in Italy tag. And this one is suede with this kind of like a crocheted, yeah, I would say it's crocheted, lining here all the way around. And then it's got this great metal closure. What's the, I don't know what that's called. Somebody here might know what that's called. And it's got a nice little chain. And then there's this one, which reminds me kind of a carpet bag. It's got this cool print on it. And this one had a little remnant of some sticker here. And then, oh, down in here. It is made in Hong Kong and it's called Collectibles. There's a vintage tag in there. All of them are really clean. And again, this has this nice little, this one is like a silver, where this one was like a brassy. And then the last one is this really pretty like satin clutch with this bow and this cool kind of nugget-like closure there. And this one, where's this one made? It does not say, but it has this really pretty kind of coppery goldish inside with a attached little coin purse. So that is very cool. I didn't open the coin purse. Maybe there's something in there.
Lucky penny?
No, no lucky penny. But again, really nice condition. All of them are probably 80s or earlier. Maybe this one's 80s or 90s. But I'm going to start them at $5. So anybody who would like one, you can make me offers of $5 or more for choice. Yeah, Italy, I mean, Italian purses, supposedly they're special. This one is suede. It's like a black suede. And yeah, stinking cute. I thought these would be all, like if you could hang these somewhere, this would be like a cool instant collection of like, you know, vintage clutch displayed somewhere. Because they're all just cute, you know? They're all cute. So I got, looks like Kimberly and Laura in at 5 and 6. I know there's going to be a lag. This is when I always like figure out how big the lag is. When people start to. What do you think this is? Can you tell?
What?
That little nugget on top. It looks like it's.
I don't know. When I first saw it, I thought it was like part of a acorn or something, but it's not anywhere near that.
No, it's kind of fancy.
Yeah, it's kind of fancy.
You have a collection of handbags, Laura?
Yeah.
Oh, this one has a silicone pack in it.
Dry.
Somebody must have done that. Did that happen in the 80s and 90s? Maybe. Mm-hmm. All right. So we don't waste any time. I'm going to do a countdown. Are we ready, Mom?
Yes.
You got all your things up again?
I'm ready to hit the button.
Can anybody tell what that is? Kind of fancy. It could be a gold nugget.
It's kind of a dark navy. That one is not black.
Yeah,
it's a navy blue.
It was reading pretty good earlier.
Just in case
yeah, it's a
know.
It's a dark blue.
It's beautiful.
So like a satin, dark blue satin. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See, look how cute that would be if you hung it like that. Bid. Oh, item closed. I don't want Mom to yell at me. Yeah, you could just do it on one peg, and because they're all slightly different lengths. Super cute. Mom says that item is closed. And Laura took a just in case 10, which she came in right over Kimberly's 9. So let me know, Laura, which ones you were looking at. I didn't know you had a handbag collection.
See, fun stuff about
I know, but she knows that I will look for stuff for her. So she could have reached out, or I could have reached out, I mean, and said, hey, guess what I found? Some really cute clutches. You want the blue one? Okay.
That's my favorite.
The blue one, this is Mom's favorite, she said. So the blue satin one is going to Laura. And then Kimberly, were you looking at either the suede Italian, or this little printed, I want to say carpet bag, but there's another name for this.
It's like just a tapestry.
Tapestry. Yes, that's the word.
Okay.
Tapestry or suede. Let me know because you're next in line. Oh, feel better, Kim. It was nice that you popped on. It's good to see ya. All right, let me know, Kimberly, if you were looking at either one of these guys. Oh,
Is that what it says?
that's what it says. You got it. So she was in at 9, so those will go to her. Feel better, Kim? All right, what do I want to do next? Some glass? I really should have soaked this. A little bit of something on a sticker on the bottom. I pulled these out of my collection. Did you recognize them?
Yes, I did actually.
I pulled these out of my collection. I just thought that was a good time. They're amber. They're both amber in color, and they're both blown glass amber with applied clear. And you can see like this has got like a nice little twisty bottom, and this is just a nice vase. It's about 8 inches. And then this is like a little ewer. I need to soak the bottom. It's got a little paper on it. But again, has a little twisty handle in the clear applied, and then the bottom is also clear. That was distorting my face. All right, so it's a little bit taller, so probably about 9 inches tall. They would look beautiful together. I had them displayed together in my mom's room. So if you want one, or you could take both, we'll start these again at just $5. I'm gonna have to soak this one. I'll give these a nice wash up before I send them out. But if anybody's interested in one or both, choice $5. I wonder if they were made together because they do have a similar twisty. They're nice. I know it's the time for amber glass too. The fall is like the perfect time to get your amber glass out. This is a little, when they blow these pieces, this has got an optic in it too. This is just a straight clear glass, but this one has, this one might be Empoli because this one has a little swirl optic in it. I don't know if you're going to see it on that side. I can see it through the light. Oh, I have a light. That's not helpful. No, that's not helpful. Just trust me. It has an optic. All right. So it doesn't look like we have any interest. That's fine. That's the other thing I was going to say for anybody who's new. I have like 4 different places to sell things. So I never get weirded out by, oh, that's not wanted. Fall is so wonderful. I just bought out this one vase I got from you. Oh, yes. You have to bring out the swung vase. But my swung vase stays out all year. Did I send you an amber? I think I remember it was like a small. Yeah, I think it was amber. All right, I have some pottery. Pottery. Some real nice pottery. I believe this one is raku. Because look at the sheen. It almost, to me, it reminds me of like carnival glass, for lack of a better, because it gets this really cool oily quality where you can pick up an iridescence. So this one has some really cool kind of artsy things about it. It's got this drip that's coming down from the top. It is artist signed. Hi, Sandy. How are you? It's got a lot of stuff written on here, actually. Not that I could figure that out right now, but that's what it says on the bottom. And it is a really substantial piece. It's thick and heavy. So that's number 1. We'll call that raku. Number 2 is this beautiful turned, I would say it's a pitcher. Doesn't have a handle on it, but it's got this cute little pour spout. And it's in this kind of, this is super popular right now. It's got this like mustardy yellow happening and then this slate gray. So if you have farmhouse or if you just have a good pottery collection, this is a really neat one. Also signed, it looks like it says Mance. I can definitely see like a A-N-S-E. But pretty piece. And then the third one, somebody built this pretty little oil lamp. It could be used as a bud vase or it could be used as a lamp. There's a wick, pretty little top on it. It's never been used, but look at all of the cool glaze on there. There's some greens and browns and creams. So neat. Also signed, and this one is, yeah, y'all tell me what that says. It's a neat looking signature, but D.A. something Ball? I don't know. At one time I looked all these up, but did you think I would remember to like write them down? Dalton, maybe. Yes, Dalton. I would say that's Dalton. Thank you, Ruby Rose. I totally see Dalton now. So I'm going to start these. We'll start these a little higher. We'll do these at 10 because they're definitely worth it. This one especially is going to be a little heavy, but still I'm going to be able to send it in under a cubic foot. So we got the raku, we got the little pitcher, and we got this little oil lamp. That would be neat with some aspen branch decor. Yeah, it totally would. So starting at 10, anybody interested in some pottery? This one, did you feel this?
No, but I can tell the way you've been holding it.
Yeah, it's a heavier piece. It's so pretty. You can almost see in the light here, it's got like a, you can almost see some pink in it, just the iridescence of it. But it's pretty. Yeah, the oil lamp is very artsy. Somebody brushed on some cool little design here. It has a natural look, and that, if you can tell by my collection, I like that kind of earthy kind of glaze. So all of these were in my collection, but I'm starting to skinny my collection down. And what doesn't sell to my friends is going to go over to my boho booth at the beginning of the year. I actually talk about that in my Thursday video because I've like got ideas for different things over there. Hi, Steph. Like pottery. I want to have like a little pottery section. Oh, I've been building up like a Buddha collection. So I'm going to have like a collection of Buddha things. Just some different neat things after the first of the year. All right. I got the pink Jeep at 15, and we are going to do a countdown. Ruby, you cannot have too much pottery. But I am at the stage now where when I get a piece of pottery, I'm like, okay, what's going to go? Because I either have to decide on a new area and just put more pottery somewhere else, or I have to keep kind of changing out what I have. Me too, Kaz. Of course, we all love pottery. All right. Did you hear me echoing in there? I'm going to do a countdown. Are you ready, Mom?
I'm ready.
That's awesome. Do you hear my acoustics in that?
I hear it in there.
All right, 5, 4. Good night, Cindy. I'll talk to you later. Can't wait to hear about your trip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Item closed. Mom does a long count. That's right. No way. Never too much pottery. Never too much pottery.
Okay.
Oh, Nancy Buckley's here and she sniped in.
She did.
She did. Nancy's, I want to see, Nancy, sometime you're going to have to send me a picture of your collection because I have sent you a few pieces now.
Yeah,
so I bet.
Share.
Yeah.
This is a good time to share. She thinks.
Yeah, oh, she will. Nancy, you'll have to send me a picture of some of your stuff. I bet it's amazing. Okay, so she had a just in case of 17, and I think we had, we had Stacy, pink Jeep, at 15. So 16. Let me know, Nancy. You have a lot of pieces. Does your collection look like mine, or is it outgrown mine? And which pieces are you adding? Which piece or pieces are you adding to your collection? Did you hear that? Go set down.
Clunk.
Clunk. Let me know, and then we'll see if it was the same as Stacy's. What Stacy was loving. Okay, Nancy's taking the raku.
Okay.
The raku's coming to you, Nancy Buckley. Kaz knew it too. All right, you set that for Nancy. Miss Stacy, the pink Jeep. Were you looking at either one of these pieces? I have a couple pieces of raku. I actually bought this piece here from my friend Eliza. That is such a cool piece. Both. All right. Stacy from the pink Jeep. Yeah, they're very cool. This one, I almost put in my kitchen because I have slate gray on the wall in my kitchen. But I've kind of contained my pottery. Hi, Renee. Good evening, roomies. We're the hoes, remember? the YosoBohos. That's my favorite pottery is raku. All because of Jocelyn. Yeah. Actually, Vaughn was the one that kind of turned people on to raku. But I told Yvonne, Nancy, Mom just picked up your pot. She went, "Oh my gosh, it's a heavy one."
Flowers are not gonna.
Yeah, they haven't changed a ton, but I have moved some stuff out. And oh my gosh, y'all, I have to shine a light on it, but I wish I had a flashlight in here. Can I do this? Will this work? Not really. Okay, so right there in the corner, right there, is my newest piece. And it's in Thursday's video. It's a little Swedish owl, and it is the coolest thing. I might just have to grab it, show you guys. Thank you so much, Stacy. I got these going in your pile. These won't kill you to pick up, Mom. I know. You know what though, Patty? I can't keep everything. That's the thing. It's like the blessing and the curse of being a reseller. I'll grab it, Ruby. It's so good. It's Swedish. That's like the blessing and the curse is like I find so many awesome things, and I buy because I like usually.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I buy because I find something that I look up and I'm like, I have to buy this. It's gonna help me my income. But you have a huge owl collection like that, Renee? Okay, well, this one's not for sale yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
But I'll have to remember that. But yeah, like I run into the coolest things, and then I'm like, Do I keep this? What does it replace? Because if I just kept keeping everything, oh, it would be bad. It would be real bad. Can I get over here? Y'all, this was like, oh, Thursday's video is just a haul, but it's a story about me and Mom going to a grand opening, and it was crazy. It was crazy. She's over there like shaking her head because she was ready to leave. It was so nuts.
There shouldn't have been that many people.
No, they let in everybody. It was crazy.
There were too many people.
There were like over 100 people in the store at one time. Yes, with carts. And you could barely get around anybody. And I mean, you all know me. I am not like a get out of my way. I got that first. I saw that first. I'm like, excuse me. It was a Goodwill, yeah. But this guy was there. And the crazy thing is, I hit every other place and I avoided the inside aisles because they were so congested. So it was like one of the last aisles that I hit because I just didn't want to deal with the people. But I thought, okay, I'll leave this cart with Mom and I'll snake down here and see if there's anything good. And he was sitting there in the figurines. Like dozens and dozens of people had to walk past him, you know, which just goes to show that all the resellers, everybody that was there, you know, he was still sitting there.
You're sidetracked. You're you couldn't hardly even focus.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff.
You couldn't focus.
He is a made in Sweden piece. I actually, he has a little original sticker that I'm going to put back on that fell off, but oh, he's so cute. He's worth $60. That's, you know, for a tiny little piece of pottery, that's pretty amazing. But he's adorable. He's solid. And he's Swedish. And he's going to go right back there. Because I love him. For now. Yeah, until Renee starts to jab me. I love him too, Jessica. I know he's amazing. That's the great thing, though, is we find these things that are like rare, valuable, you know, and there's not a lot of them out there.
That's why all the girls gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, they do. They do. Yeah. All of the people who I've connected with through YouTube, they're all thrifty. They're all like out there looking. And they encourage me in a really bad way because I'll find something and I'm like, and they all say, keep it. Like my wood piece, my burl wood piece. Yeah. Everybody was like, you have to keep that. You're never going to find another one of those. Mm-hmm. That one's over here. It's kind of in the dark back here, but yeah. Okay. I have a couple of pieces of jewelry. Y'all know I know nothing about jewelry.
Except we like it.
Yeah. This one's really wild. I think that this is handmade. This is all definitely, I think it's handmade. It's enameled and then it has all these stones in here. I don't think that they're anything, you know, real. I don't think that that's turquoise. I think it's probably, you know, fake. These are all beaded. There's some, I don't know. I would have to do the tooth test to see what this is made out of. Maybe Mom can help, but it's got several strands. I'm just going to start these at $4. So it's this kind of cool chunky one with the enamel. Mom, see if you can figure out what that bead is. Is it like a ceramic or? And then this one, I don't know how old this is. It doesn't look like it has that old of a clasp. It just has a lobster clasp, but it's nice and long. And what I love about it is it's all of the metallic colors. So it's got a silver and a copper and like a brassy, bronzy, so like it's one of those that just can go with anything. And this one is kind of a light. It's not that heavy, but It's nice and long. That's where it sits on me. And these are Delica beads. A lot of them. And then some sort of, I don't know. We'll give it to Mom again. She's snorting at me.
I'm like, I can't. I'm not supposed
well,
to
like these I think are metal. Maybe Mom can tell us.
Yeah.
This one I think is super artsy. Like it's got some weight to it. It's probably brass. It's probably, I would say it's like handmade just because it's not perfect. It's got these like, you know, it definitely looks handmade. The clasp has a little bit of age to it, but it's also a lobster claw. So Tiger is picking up a sandwich on the way home. As me park, I'm getting a hot one. I love the play-by-play. Get something good and then tell us what you got. The metallic one reminds me of one my mother had in the 80s. Yeah. Is that metal, Mom?
Some of them are that.
I think these aren't.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Mom's like, I don't know.
We don't know anything about jewelry.
I know. I put that disclaimer out there. It's not heavy. It's a nice. That's what I like about it, though. Yeah, it's a nice lightweight. Oh, that one's heavy. You hear how it boom? It just dropped on the desk.
So it's
all right. It's so we're gonna do a countdown on these. I'm gonna put them back on my neck here. All right, we'll do a 5 and a 4 and a 3, 2, 1. Item closed. Yeah, I would say it's probably 80s or 90s. This one, I can't even tell you. This one may be the same. They both are definitely vintage. But, you know, vintage nowadays is like, you know, 2002. Or, yeah, 2002 is 20 years. How is that even possible? 2002. Yeah. All right, I think I saw Kimberly came in with 5, but I have Cheryl at 6 up above that.
Yeah, that's what I see.
So Cheryl gets first choice. Cheryl, which one was you looking at? Both are pretty. They are. They really are. That's why I picked them both out. Because this one definitely, you know, is more of a statement piece. And this is just an everyday. What I like about a mixed metallic is that no matter what you wear on your fingers, you can just totally mix it up. So if you wear silver rings or if you wear gold or whatever, with a multi-metallic, I wonder if you could double this. Yeah. Yeah, if you have a small neck.
It's really long.
Yeah, if you have a small neck, you could double that. Ooh, that's pretty.
Pretty long.
Yeah. But that's the nice thing about like a mixed metal. Is that you can just wear it with whatever other accessories. All right, Cheryl, you were the highest on that, so let me know. Let me know. All right, I brought some books. Because I know I got some bookie lovers. These were already priced to go over to the shop. So if they don't sell, that's where they're going, right to the shop. But these are like the readers. These are the Alice and Jerry books. And got some age. Just throw it on and out the door. Yep, exactly, Kaz. This one you can see. It's old. This is 1941. This might be the oldest. But, you guys, this one has some writing in it. Bobby Ray Davis. Bobby Ray marked up the back. And it says it's the property of Lucas Village District Schools. Oh, we also have some nice drawings in there. But what I love about these is the illustrations. There are color illustrations on every page. and they're adorable. So if you have, you know, an old bookshelf, they're Alice and Jerry. Yeah, they're readers, kind of like, what was it, Dick and Jane? They're like stories for like beginning readers. There's the Bobby and Billy. Bobby and Billy were twins. Did you know that? So this is a roundabout, 1941. This is, I love this green. The new Through the Green Gate. This was a Fairfax County School book. It's stamped right here, September 1st, 1955. So I'm guessing that's about the date. It says copyright 1948. But then it says it was printed 1955. So again, I'm going to start these at $6, by the way. So if you're interested, I picked them because look at how they stack and would look on a shelf. They're so cool. That old font and these old colors. Yeah, they're so cool. This one is the 5.5 Club. Look at that great graphic. And this one, look how cute. Again, like all these colored illustrations. This one is the 1950 edition. But they can be displayed open or closed. I know people who do like vignettes will sometimes, you know, prop them open as part of their decorations. So what's the last one? Did I say I was going to start these? Oh, 6. Start them at 6. So if anybody's interested, this one is Friendly Village. He's got a goat jumping through a hula hoop. Property of the state of Tennessee. I love the little pages, starting pages. This one is also 1941. Yeah, they're all in chapters. They're all little stories. Yeah, the green is great. All the illustrations, I just love them. Look at that. Really cool. It looks like no takers, and that's okay.
Yeah.
They'll go right over to the shop. They're already priced. Just have a couple more things. I have a really neat set of napkin rings, ceramic with the blue and white, with these little feet on them. They're very nice. Set of 4. What about some ponies? Yeah, they're coming up next. And then I got a set of 4. These are really nice too. I don't know. They don't have any marks in them. Made in China sticker, but these are like really nice quality silver. You'd have to feel them, but they're not like a cheap, you know, they're really nice. So this would add some bling to your table for sure. So I have blue and white, and then I have these silver. 2 sets. Start them at $4 if anybody's interested or needs for their table settings. Thought it was a good time to get them out. I know you got a lot of books, Laura. You're my bookworm. So if anybody needs some pretty table of 4, table set for 4, I have a lot of books too. I actually went through all my books though. I did really good. Like I kept the ones that I knew I was going to reference again. I did keep a couple. I have a closet full of books that, you know, like they were my favorites and I don't want to let them go. But you don't really keep any of your books, do you, Mom?
Not too many.
You just read them and then you get new ones.
There you go.
Yeah. Mom reads a lot. Like a lot. She probably reads what, a book a week, if not more.
2 or 3.
2 or 3 books a week. Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what, when I went through my master's program, we were forced to read so much.
Yeah.
Like I was reading for joy before my master's program. And then I went through that like accelerated like 19-month thing and had to read just stuff that I didn't even care about and all the time. And I came out of that and I just don't really read anymore. Like it took the joy of reading away. So yeah. No takers on the napkin rings. We have dollar horses. Does anybody, is Kim still here? She might recognize one of these. But when I got the other one, this one came from Kim. But when I got the other one, I was like, man, I have 2 now. Somebody's probably going to want these. You hoard your books. You don't ever like donate them or like recycle them. Mom goes with like bags to the Goodwill and she drops them off and then she goes and looks at their books and she buys a couple more bags. And then she takes them back home with her and she reads them all, does it again. Okay, so I'm sure y'all know.
I do go to the library too.
You do go to the library too? But you buy a lot too. I mean, when you can get them for 50 cents or $1, why not, right?
I get them for 50 cents. Yeah, I do buy.
All right, Stacy, thank you so much. I think I have your info. If I don't, send me an email, but I think I do. No, keep them. You keep them all. Okay, these are dollar horses. They have original stickers on them. Let's see if I can read this. So I don't have my glasses on. Hand painted. I have my glasses right here. Would help. Beth wants to know, Mom, how do you remember what you've already read? All right, this one I can't read because it's in.
Somehow I do.
It's in the language.
Crazy, but...
This one's like in the language, so I can't read that one. This one is also in the language, so I can't read that either. Did it, Jessica? I'm not alone. So, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Jessica, me too. So I have like a stack of books that I have bought in the last few years that I'm like, I'm going to read that. And I haven't yet. And I just admitted at the top of this video that I just ordered a new book. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. I'm not used to recording with my glasses on. It's not, you don't see the ring light though. No, there you do.
You can if it's in a certain place.
Okay, so does anybody collect these? Is anybody interested in these? I'm gonna have to start them a little bit higher because they're, you know, they're kind of valuable. We'll just start them at like $12. So if anybody wants to offer, there's a blue one, there's an orangey, reddish one. I would say it's looking more orange there, but once I get it in here, you see it's more red. They're hand painted dollar horses. Rebecca has been listening to audiobooks when I go to bed at night. And if I wake up in the middle of the night, it takes me a couple of weeks to get through one. Ah. Do you listen to any?
Not anymore. I used to when I drove into Menor every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved audiobooks.
I did too for a while. I don't remember if it was when I was commuting like to Cleveland or something, but I did too listen to audio. And you can do that now. I mean, there's like really neat ways to do that digitally where you just, you know, can listen to anything. That's a really good idea, Rebecca. I might have to try that. I do like to read too. I used to read as much as my mom. Like I used to read all the time. I just feel like, just like Jessica, grad school just killed it. Like I hated opening a book because we had to just read hundreds and hundreds of pages of stuff that I just, talk about falling asleep. Yeah, me too, Jessica. Anything that I listen to, I can fall asleep. I usually fall asleep to fellow resellers' YouTube channels. That's what I do. So Kaz is my dollar horse, my dollar pony lover. We don't have anybody else. If not, I will go ahead and count down, and then Kaz can tell me which pony. Yeah, I might have to do that. I might have to start listening, because even sometimes when I'm editing and stuff, I'll have something playing in the background. Mm-hmm. Usually, again, it'll be like a YouTube friend, just so I can give them like another view on their story. Yeah, I could do that, and I could listen to some podcasts or some audiobooks. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Item end. Fall asleep to YouTube. I do. I almost told, when I met Jocelyn at the Springfield, I almost told her that, and then I thought that's probably not a good thing to tell somebody that I fall asleep to her all the time. Like, it's not an insult. It's just like the last thing I watch, before I go to bed. Yeah, 45 minutes. Huh? The blue? Yep. Blue's coming to you, Kaz. Okay. Awesome. Well, that's cool, because Kim sent me the red one, so I might just hold on to that one. Okay. Yay. That is it. That is all the things. That reminded me of something, though. What did that remind me of? We were just talking about. Oh, going to sleep. When you lay down to go to sleep, how much time does it take you to actually fall asleep? Like, everybody answer that. Like, how much time does it take you to, like, fall asleep when you lay down?
Just a few minutes.
You a few minutes?
Yeah. Probably.
Right, Renee? Jocelyn has like a, it's that like even keel tone where, I can listen to her, and she doesn't, she rarely like gets excited or gets loud. It's like this even, that's a good question, Kaz. Just do me a favor and email me, and then I will, regardless of if I have or not. I'm not sure. I know we've known each other for a while, but I don't know.
Yeah, I have to. That's why I read at nighttime.
I'm tired 10 if I'm not tired. I'm a super night owl. I only sleep 5 to 6 hours a night. I have a friend like that. She actually does probably 4. And I'm like, how do you do that? I need like 8 hours, which is like a joke in my household, because Earth will say, like, when we're going to bed, he'll say, when are you getting up? And I'll say 8 hours.
Pretty much. That's
10 minutes to an hour. So it just kind of probably depends on what you have in your brain. Okay, Cheryl, if you are watching still, we didn't hear from you on your necklace choice. So I did see, Kimberly, I can message Cheryl separately. She maybe fell asleep, or who knows. But if, yeah, I will find out. I'll find out and get back to you. I love sleeping and sleeping in too. I sleep my best in the morning. Like, I'm good at like
at 5 a.m.
5 a.m. to like 7 or 8 is like my heaviest sleep. Yeah. You have insomnia, Laura? I've gone through that too. That stinks. Especially when you wake up in the middle of the night and you just cannot go back to sleep and you're just like, I might as well get up. I hate when that happens.
We're putting Cass to sleep.
I will do it tomorrow. I'm ready to go to sleep. Everyone's talking to Sorry, Cass.
Your voice is now monotone. You're not exciting enough.
I better start singing or something.
Yeah.
Those are definitely the people that I cannot watch. In general, like the some of the women that have channels that do like a sing-songy voice, and they're like, "Hey, everybody," and I'm like, I don't know. I just can't. There's something about like the authenticity of a person when you just like, you can't be that, right? All the time. Like, ooh. Sleeping in is awesome. All right. Well, I have 18 left. Let's do a giveaway. Hi, Marge. Hi. Rebecca, I miss him too. He is fine. He is fine. I have corresponded with him, but I am leaving him alone because I got a sense. He showed up live one night on Instagram, and I saw the notification come up. So I went right in, and I was interacting with him. And then he went over onto YouTube, and I got to talk to him there too. But I got the sense of what he's dealing with right now. So he rebuilt his entire website. And he is like hot and heavy in production of cards, new cards, reprinting, getting ready, because this is like his big business time. So he's trying to like work his butt off. He's even got like young people working for him. He said he has like a staff. Good old VHE. Rebecca, you jumped on when he was live. It was hilarious. He blamed me for the whole thing because he was like, "Can I do this on YouTube?" And I'm like, "Heck yeah!" And so he did it. And then he's on YouTube and he's like fumbling because like Instagram is like this and YouTube is like this. So he had his setup like this, and then he's over there yelling at me like, "This is Amy's fault." It looks terrible, and I'm like, "Who cares? You're here. We don't care that it looks terrible." But yeah, he's so busy, and then he's working so hard so that he can make as much money as he can over the holiday season with his greeting card company so that he can come back and spend as much time as possible in the States at that farm, because that's where he wants to be.
He's got so much work still there.
He's got a lot of work there to do. So yeah, we all get the why he's not around, but yeah, he's definitely missed. I'll have to just tell him. I'll have to send him a quick note. I sent him an email and he sent one back, but I know that even that is like asking a lot because he's so busy right now. Now you have to wait for the giveaway. Okay, so there are 17 left. The best 17. Everybody pick a number between like 1 and 50. Just one number. And if you see somebody ahead of you, or if you pick a number and you've seen somebody already took it, change it so that we all have different numbers. But a number between 1 and 50. And I will put together a just a surprise, just a little mystery surprise, and send you something. I love that Marge is here. Marge has been watching my videos, Mom, for a long time. What?
I was gonna say the number's already in. So I just have to punch the
Mom
button.
already picked the number.
It's already in.
Yeah, Laura.
Marge has been watching for a long time?
Marge has, yeah. Okay. So many of... You've been in the hospital, Marge?
What?
No. Are you okay?
Or anything.
Are you home? Are you okay?
What? We don't like that kind of news.
No, we don't. But if you're home and you're okay, then that's good. I remember when Penny Sue was away and she was sick. Like there are certain people that I look for. You had a stroke? Oh, are you okay, Marge?
I'm good now.
Thank you for being here and letting us know that. Because I know, I feel like there's people that if you disappeared, I would be like, wait, what? I haven't seen Marge for a while. And it's hard because even with Penny Sue wasn't watching videos. And then she chimed in and told me that she had been sick. And And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, like I would never know. Like
we can't.
because we're not connected, but I
No.
feel so connected to so many people who
Yeah.
have been like with me for so long.
Yeah, we haven't heard from them.
I'm so glad that you're okay, Marge. I'm so happy that Tiger's home.
Woo-hoo!
Tiger, what did you get to eat?
Yeah, what's
Are you sharing? And did we get everybody's numbers in? I saw a bunch of numbers. Tiger just popped in. Tiger, give us a number between 1 and 50. Quick. Mom's going to tell us what her number was.
Yeah, I already picked it all. When we first for tonight. Already picked.
60. Rebecca. She lost her husband 2 years ago to a massive stroke. 60. That's young. That's young.
That's 60 years young.
Wow. My dad had a major stroke when he was 40. That's what we were just talking about somebody. Oh, my next door neighbor. And Irf said he had a stroke at like 30 something, 35 or something. And I was like, what? Okay, we got numbers in. Mom.
Yeah.
Give us a number.
Here it's coming. I gotta hit the button.
Your husband was 50. Mom picked number 11. So who was closest without going over? Did we have any low numbers?
Number 11.
I'm scrolling. I see Kimberly with an 8. Did we get anybody between an 8 and an 11? Nope. Kimmery Ann put something special for you together. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, everybody.
Congratulations, Kim.
Mom says, congratulations, Kimberly. I got to meet her. It was so cool, Mom. She just showed up at the shops. That's the neatest thing. That has been the coolest thing. Did you all see? Depends on if I come out at night shift or if I'm off in the mornings, 5 minutes at night, 13 to 15 minutes. Oh, and Catherine's responding to the sleep. I used to have the hardest time falling asleep, and I found a trick. If anybody wants to try this and tell me later if it worked for me. So I would have a problem falling asleep because my brain does like this, like a little hamster wheel, like all the things that need to get done and all the things. And so I started to do what's called like a dump list, a brain dump, where at night I write down, actually just recorded my phone, all the things that I'm thinking of. Like, oh, I got to remember to send somebody that email, and I got to remember to do that invoice, and I got to remember to do this. And I put it all on the phone in a to-do list. And because it's all there and it's not in my head, it doesn't have to live in my head anymore. It lets me sleep. Like I can sleep better, easier. Like I fall asleep faster. Not as quick as Earth.
Yeah, men don't have those kind of issues or worries.
It seems like men can sleep like quickly.
A minute.
Yeah. Oh, under a minute. Earth will say, all right.
Under a minute.
He'll say, all right, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
And he rolls over, and then it's like, I hear him snoring. What on earth?
Yeah. Under a minute.
Jeez. I wish I could do that. My trick is not to try to go to sleep until I'm actually tired. Otherwise, I think way too much.
Yeah. Well, that's the trick.
I used to do that brain dump. Try it, Patty, and see if it works. Do the brain dump. Jessica, I've tried melatonin. I remember taking that for a while. I don't remember if it worked or not because I had serious insomnia a few years back where I was so frustrated. My mom was like, do some exercise and drink some wine. I was like, that probably will work. 2 minutes, right, Kimberly? It's so frustrating. Yeah. I'm like, dude, how are you snoring? It hasn't even been a minute. And sometimes he'll say, oh, he'll like scratch my back. Well, he'll say, I'm going to go to sleep, but I'll scratch your back. And I'm like, okay, good night. Because I'm like, I know that's going to be like a 5 second. It's like, Thanks, dude. Night, everybody. I see Kaz saying goodnight. Rebecca saying goodnight. We're gonna log off. Gotta get mom some wine. Thank you, everybody, for showing up and hanging out. I love you so much. Yep. I mean, it is a good suggestion, right? But it involves exercise, Kimberly. Yeah. That's a good one, too. I might have to burn a candle. All right, everybody. I'm going to end the broadcast. Please take care. I have a video coming out Thursday. Don't miss that. And I'm also working on a special one for the weekend just because of this. So a couple more videos coming. All right, everybody. Bye, Tiger. Bye, Aunt Beth. Bye, night, everybody. Marge. Bye, everybody. Night, Laura.